Just like Galvatron, when Wreck-Gar was saved by Unicron, he became this scourge.
Oh gosh.
That's going to be the movie story. But this is the one that actually has my eye. And I put, what are they thinking? Why he gonna go swimming in the sea with those flipper feet?
Hey, what's going on, BVC fans? I'm Bobby the Bot,
And I'm James the Con.
and we have some exciting news for you today. But before we get into the news, I'm excited to tell you that we're almost hit 100 subscribers. We want to thank you for being BVC fans, and we thought in celebration of this milestone, we do a collection review. So with this, we would love for you to share pictures of your collection with ours. Don't worry, there's not going to be any bashing or anything like that going on. So in the meantime, tell your friends, subscribe, like, share, and we'll see you and your collection with ours on a 100 subscriber episode.
Yes, I'm very excited to see your guys' collections, and hopefully we can make a community here.
Exactly. Love it.
Well,
now the news.
Yes, let's get into it. So, as always, let's talk about what was just announced first. And the first thing is the Transformers and Mini World toy line. So this was revealed in China. And if you're like me and you don't know what Mini World is, I guess it's a sandbox game from China as well. It's very popular. So these are quite different than what we're used to, I think. But I think they look kind of good for what they are, that they have a lot of paint applications and they're done fairly well. So I don't know if we're even going to be able to see these over here in the States, but I would definitely pick these up if I had a kid or something, because I think they're cute.
So I am still trying to figure out what they are exactly. I like that they're not just a box, and it looks like it has some dimension to the box. I mean, I can tell that that's supposed to be a jet at Starscream, and that's, I guess, Rodimus Prime, because it looks more like a Winnebago, I guess, than a car, or maybe it's just still the car in a box form. But I do like them as well. I think I would actually pick these up for myself, maybe just to put on the shelf as something different. I like the paint on them, and I would pick these up.
They are painted better than a Hasbro toys nowadays.
Yeah, so I agree. If anybody knows how to get one of these, let us know.
I was just about to say, well, we'll see if they end up in your collection, because it's surprising to me. But let's move on to something that's been haunting you for the past few news cycles. More model kits! So this is YOLO Park. So you only live once, Bobby. You got to go get these things. And we've got a G1 Megatron, a Dark of the Moon Optimus, and Megatron. And they look good for what they are. I think that Megatron would probably be fun to put together, especially since it looks very iconic. To me, to the Dreamwave comics, but to you, probably to the G1 cartoon. Yes. And the movie figures as well look like they have tons of detail, and I'm sure our model collectors out there will really like these.
So that G1 Megatron, it looks really, really good. Now, is this the subscription one, or is this just a model?
I don't know. It just said model kit. I don't think it's a subscription one. I don't think it's that large.
I would consider the Megatron one, honestly. It looks really good.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's any articulation. I mean, the fingers look like they may move, but I wonder if there's any other articulation.
I was reading that this one's neck broke, so they couldn't move it. Now, of course, that was people commenting, so not from the actual manufacturers. But I chose the best picture that it wasn't like this. So I do think it has articulation. It looks like it has the waist. There's definitely an elbow going on, and the hands as well. It also looks like it has a toe joint. So I'm assuming this will be a posable model here.
It's very, very tempting. The price would have to be low enough that I could actually say it's okay to purchase this instead of purchasing 4 figures like some of the other models.
Yes, and I
Exactly.
think we'll see if this is any good in the size and stuff. I'm interested to see it.
Yeah.
So let's move on to something that I know I will probably be purchasing, and that's an Optimus Primal ornament. So this is from Hallmark. It's going to be $20. It'll be available in July. I have a lot of Transformers ornaments that go on my Christmas tree. So this one, even though I'm iffy on the movie, will probably still be going into those rings.
Well, I'll be happy to see a picture of your tree with this ornament on it, because it will not be making it into my collection or on any of my Christmas trees. I cannot see this figure on there. There's some of the other ones that I've liked, but not this one.
Yes, I try to get one a year. So this might be it, unless they come out with, something else that I'd like. Doubt it. I was about to say RID 2001 Scourge as an ornament, which is a repaint, but hey, repaint this is Ape Face, and then I'll really pick it up.
I'd pick it up probably then too.
So let's get away from official products and move into third party, and the first one is New Age's Omega Supreme, which is Michael, I believe, and this is the toy colored version. So I believe you have the tune colored version coming to you, and now there's a more muted colored scheme, if I'm correct, with this toy version. So this one, yeah, it looks like Omega Supreme. I do like the muted colors better than the bright colors of the original release.
I do like these colors, and I'm not going to be picking this one up. I do have one on the way, which is the tune accurate one, but I will be skipping this one. It does look good though.
Well,
I'm interested in how it poses.
Yes, I really like that it could sit like that. That's really cool. Yeah. There's not a lot of figures that can do that. So
right.
Well, let's see if this one will tempt you, and that's the battle damaged version, which goes with your Starscream and the what's it called? The Grimlock you're going to be picking up. Remember?
I am not picking up the Grimlock. I do like this one as well. It would have to be on sale, which is the reason and how I got the Legend Starscream. And this one looks good as well, but I will be passing on this one, even though it would go nice next to my Starscream. But I don't want to get into a habit of then I'd have to get more of the battle damage ones, and I don't want to do that.
Well, more on that coming soon. But this is the one that actually has my eye. And I put a picture of what it is referencing at the top, because I just thought this was a black and red repaint, but I guess it's Omegatron, which I love that name, and it's a converter. So I think this is like the Radio Shack Shockwave. And how big are these? Are these about 12 inches tall?
I think so.
So this could be its own figure. It does not need to be a Legends class figure. And honestly, depending on the price, I might get it, but I don't think I'm going to, with how expensive the original Omega Supreme was.
So this one will be making it into my collection.
See, told you were a Legends collector.
I'm not, but it's almost like a Diaclone color as well. I just haven't seen this before, and that's what's really tempted me. And that black and red looks amazing on the figure. I'm so in for this, and I happened to see this earlier this week and couldn't wait to cover it on the news. This thing is beautiful, and actually it's about 11 inches tall.
I think that would still work as a standalone figure that's not Omega Supreme.
Yeah.
But it's really the price point for me. If this was under 100, I'd get it. But I don't know how much the other one was. It was like 180. Was that right?
So it's crazy because the price has been all over the place. I've seen it as high as like $350 and as low as $170. And so that's kind of issue with it. I did pick up mine for 170 from Show Z, but this one, I'm hoping it's still at that 170 mark or lower.
Yeah, so that would completely price me out. This would not be worth $170 when there are so many other figures that I want. But I can't wait to see it in your collection because this thing does look really cool.
Yes. Well, I should be getting the Toon version sometime this week, so I will let you know how it is, and that will really determine if I pick this up or not.
Yes, please let me know. I'm interested. So let's move on to the last thing that was announced that I think you're going to want to pick up, and that is the Legends Dirty Bumblebee, Cliff Jumper, and Devastator. So it said that these three are coming in a set, but I don't know if it's one of the figures of Devastator because they only showed Mixmaster, or if it's the whole thing of Devastator. They're not very clear. But I think these are going to look very good next to that Omega Supreme and Starscream you're going to get. And Grimlock. Don't even forget about that.
So I will be passing on all of these as well. I was, when the initial Devastator came out, I was tempted to pick it up, but I would not pick it up now. That would just, again, that slippery slope of going into Legends collecting. I do not want to do that. And so I will be picking up the Omega Supreme, maybe the Metroplex. I don't know.
Yes, for the Metroplex, if it's 17 inches tall, that's good enough for a normal Metroplex for me. And hopefully it comes out in Metro Titan colors because I'm the repaint guy. I don't care about Metroplex, but I would kill for another Metro Titan to put next to Dystopia.
I think they actually will.
I hope they do.
They probably will.
Yeah, because I would pick that up. Moving on to some updates. So Marco Clonis got new pictures of the Beachcomber, which we already know you are getting for the bird. So here it is in its robot mode and the beach buggy mode. The tires are PVC, so they're a little bit rubberier. And you can put a Titan Master in the seat, which I think is really cute. And there's more pictures with it next to the G2 version. And I wanted to put these in because are they hinting at a G2 Beachcomber? Because that would probably make me buy this.
I would actually grab both. I like both of them. I love Beachcomber. He was just so cool, and when I was a kid, I just thought he was always high. So that was the reference when I was a kid, that he just had a good time smoking. I like what they've done with this figure. The updated version looks really good. If they do make it in the G2 colors, I will be picking that one up as well.
Yes. Unlike you, I have no connection to the character, so I will not be picking this guy up. But there's a lot, and I mean a lot, of repaint potential for this mold. So I'm very hopeful in the future that we'll get something fun. And let's move on to something that I do not like at all. And that is the Studio Series Gamer Edition Barricade. What are they thinking? Why he gonna go swimming in the sea with those flipper feet? Like,
exactly what I thought. You beat me to it. That's exactly what I thought.
I thought we were over the worst of the year with that Grimlock, but I would pick up that Legends Grimlock over this any day.
Oh my goodness.
And that's saying a lot.
The core class Grimlock.
Yes, core class Grimlock, yes.
Yes, and that backpack looks like it's a scuba tank. He is definitely going at least snorkeling. You know, yes. I'm right there with you. Those flipper feet. And what's bad is, like, they don't even sit flat on the ground.
He doesn't have ankle tilts, which has been a standard since what? Siege?
Yeah, that's
and the kibble on his thighs that connects to the lower leg for some reason, but not the upper leg. I mean, I was hopeful because I do like these designs, the original character designs. But I don't. This is just not it. And you replace the gun on his arm like they do in the games because their hands turn into the guns in the game. Why does it look so scrawny? the guns in the game were as big as their forearm, but bigger. And this is like a little pea shooter coming out of his elbow. So I'm very happy. Bring a little positivity. I'm very happy to you guys who have been waiting for this and are excited for this. Please let us know how it is. But I don't think this is for either of us.
This is not for either of us. I don't have a connection with the game, so I would have already been probably out on it. And please let us know, what's appealing about this figure, or if you agree with us. If you disagree, yeah, please let us know. This is bad.
Well, I have one thing that's appealing, and that's the alt mode. It cleans up very well in alt mode, and it's obvious this was what they focused on first and made a robot out of it, even though it's a Cybertronian alt mode. So I think they should have focused on the robot mode and forming that into a car versus the other way around. But I do think this looks nice. But with how Transformers are going nowadays, it's going to be like this big for a deluxe. So it looks tiny just in this picture.
Well, so. I do like the alt mode. I really like the purple colors. Mm-hmm. That's what's shining. The purple headlights, the purple right underneath where the gun is mounted, the purple in the rear. It looks really nice. It's a nice purple, different from the typical purple that they use on figures, I think. But yeah, if I did have this figure, this is where it would live, in this mode right here.
Mm-hmm. And something that you didn't mention with the colors is that little pop of yellow on the spoiler-ish area really helps break up the whole color scheme, and I think that's very nice. So they did a good job on the vehicle mode. I have to say, it looks really good.
And the lines in the windows looks really futuristic. Mm-hmm. So yeah, they did. I like this mode.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So let's go on to what is coming to stores near you soon. So the first thing are Transformers Rise of the Beast, and this is the mainline Cheetor and Bumblebee, and these have been sighted in Australia already. So again, like last news, so I guess this week still, but the last news video we did when it was in Hong Kong, released in Hong Kong, I still put it in incoming. I'm going to continue to do that. If it's overseas, it'll be incoming. So these are out. These are part of the 3-pack that now it looks like they're getting individual releases. So if you guys are looking for them and you want some Cheetor with leg warmers on, go pick them up.
Well, the first thing I noticed is the 40% off and the percent off right underneath it. So it looks like to the left of the Bumblebee, there's a sticker, like a yellow sticker that something else is clearance. So that would be bad if they're already clearancing these items out. But I think that would probably be appealing to me to pick up at a 40% discount.
I would probably honestly pick them up too, not for the character, but to repaint them. I'm always looking for cheap characters to throw in my pile to repaint if they're on sale.
Yeah, I think this is the only way that the Yoga Cheetor would make it into my collection.
Ooh, that would be a cool repaint. Yoga instructor Cheetor.
That's what it would be.
It's complete with a bodysuit. Ooh,
yeah.
You're giving me ideas.
a leotard.
That's what it is, a leotard, yes. And also coming soon, to at least show Z, I don't know about elsewhere, is the KO of Wheeljack. Will you be picking this one up?
Yeah.
It was either yes or I already have it. It looks really cool. There's not much to say about it, but did you get that Defensor in?
I did get the Defensor in, and it actually came in yesterday with a few other figures that I ordered, and so I will be cutting the tape on it today.
Oh, well, you'll have to let me know how that quality is, because I'm very interested to see how the quality is on these things.
Yeah, and I probably will be picking up this Wheeljack, even though, honestly, the G1 toys were terrible. I mean, articulation and everything was non-existent, but it's the nostalgia of the toy. And I can pay $30-40 for the figure now. To me, it's getting the same figure with plus inflation. That's how I look at it.
Honestly, I would leave it in its packaging because that packaging, like we've talked about before, is very iconic.
Yeah.
So let's move on to some recently released figures that you can go pick up now if they're in stock. So a TFW member in South Dakota found both of the mainline Voyagers. So this is that bland, boring Optimus Primal. And then the Optimus Prime with so much gray that he's practically an alien. So
well, technically he is.
Wrong type of an alien. He don't got that big head and those big eyes. So that's going to be the next movie.
Oh, okay.
It's going to be Mars Attacks, but that's what they need to do. A Mars Attacks crossover with one of the spaceships. A bite in a heartbeat. Have them have the big brain and stuff. Ooh, I'm getting myself excited for nothing. So if you guys want these, go pick them up if you could find them. They didn't say the price, and that's the part that I want to know. Are these $30? Are they $35 like the normal ones? Because they look like they should be about $15.
I think they're going to probably be about that $35 point. $35 point. I've never been.
You'll get them when they go on clearance, right? Because probably
I don't even
be selling.
That would be the only way I got them. They definitely have to be in the teens.
Yes, and below teens for me at least. the $13, $14 range.
Yes, and I would probably grab them just for shelf space, but I'm running out of shelf space, so I don't know.
Maybe they'll be Ross exclusives sometime soon.
Yeah, that's about right.
So the last thing we have is a Crashers. What are these called? And it is Smash Crack Changers. There you go. And this is Scourge. So
I know this is the mode you've always wanted in your Scourge. This is how you see Scourge in your dreams. I know.
You mean the remold of Optimus Prime that doesn't even look like the movie?
That's all.
That's exactly what that is. That's not even its own mold. I mean, look at the lower legs. They are Optimus's lower legs.
That is your ideal Scourge. I know it.
What you are correct, and I'm waiting on the masterpiece version, and it better be an Optimus remold, not an Optimus G2. No, I need a G1 Optimus in these colors, and I'm gonna buy it. And I'm gonna send it to you.
Don't do me any favors. Yeah. I don't know what this is.
They should have called it Wreck-Gar. It looks like a dump truck. Like, I mean, because this is not screen accurate at all. So if they called it Wreck-Gar, give it a little funny mustache, and it would have been, I would have been like, oh, that's actually kind of cool.
Call it Wreck Scourge, or like combine names or something like that. If you want to continue using the name, make it look like it's a combination of the two or something like that.
Is that the story of the movie?
Well, Smash
is Scourge.
Smash Changers. I mean, maybe Wreck-Gar and Scourge smash together and change to this.
Just like Galvatron, when Wreck-Gar was saved by Unicron, he became this Scourge.
Oh, gosh.
That's going to be the movie story.
Let's go.
All right. Well, guys, that wraps up the news for us today. So we hope you found it exciting. Please like, comment, and subscribe. As always, we appreciate you clicking on our video versus everything else that you can find out there. And we hope to see you soon.
And as always, till all debates are won.